In this video, you will get to know the cash journal in SAP S/4HANA using Fiori. Here in Fiori, we will navigate to the application called Post Cash Journal Entries. This one over here. Please beware that you could also type in over here FBCJ, like that. Okay, before we start, just a quick remark. So the cash journal is a subledger of our financial accounting, and it's used to manage a company's cash transactions. So we can automatically calculate and display opening and closing balances, as well as receipt and payment totals. Please also be aware that we can run several cash journals per company code, and even a separate cash journal per currency. So we can do so by going here to Menu, Extras, Change Cash Journal. Now over here we could select the display period if necessary, so we could adjust it if needed. And here we will see our display balance for the display period. And down here we have 3 different tabs, so we can use the cash journal for cash payments, as well as cash receipts or check receipts. In our example we will use over here cash receipts. So quite importantly is this field over here, the so-called business transaction. So the business transaction is nothing else than the cash journal business transaction. So meaning that here we could choose the different business transactions existing if we hit on go. So we'll first select here transfer bank to journal. This is our first line where we have an amount of 1000. Then there's a field called document status. We will leave it for now. Next off, there is one row called split. So we could actually split this payment here so that the system would, if I click it, create a new line. But for now, we leave it as is. We will provide here just our house bank as well as our bank account. And that's basically it. We can scroll here to the right. You can see we have many more fields like the tax fulfillment date, some text information, as well as supplier or customer. But this really all depends on the business transaction we are working with. We can see the posting date and document date were automatically published. And further to the right, we have lots of cost assignment objects that we could utilize, such as a cost center, an order, and so on. And this goes on for like forever. We can even insert the material, sales orders, information from funds management if necessary, and additional texts. For now, this is fine. We want to focus on the actual posting part. So we will press on enter for now. And now we can edit it in a new line. Our counter business transaction would be the business transaction for a customer because we are receiving money. So I double click over here. Then we provide 1000 over here. We won't post to a GL account, but we will post over here to a customer. So we will select a customer, just take this one over here, and that's fine. So we'll hit on enter again. And in this way, we could continue over here and fill the different business transactions amounts and the dependent data, such as our house bank information or our customer vendor information. Now down here, once we are finished, we can click on save selection. And please be aware that we need to mark the lines to save the selection as such. Now you can see the status changed to saved in cash journal. If we now hit over here on post selection, the system will post the entries to our cash journal. And the status switched to green, as you can see. Now we go here to the cash payments tab. This time we will take the business transaction for a vendor. Let's just imagine that we paid something, an amount of 1000. Then we will leave here those fields empty because we want to insert directly our vendor. So we'll insert here vendor number. And that's basically it. So we can hit here on enter. Again, this is red for now. Next off, we will also post some office supplies that we purchased with cash. So we go to the office supplies business transaction, insert an amount, let's say 150. And this time we will insert here text code and we will post to a cost center. Over here on the right hand side, just take this one over here. And the last one would be a bank transfer again. So this time we will take transfer journal to bank, select an amount. And then over here, we will use again our house bank as well as a bank account. That's basically it. So we can also hit on enter. And for now, the selection is also fine. So we can click here on save selection. Of course, we must select the entries first, then save them. And now, as the entries are already selected, we can click on post selection so that this is also posted to our cash journal. Please be aware that via our menu, we can go to edit and we can actually delete entries. So deletion means in this case not actually deleting the entries, but this would mean reversing our wrongly posted entries. So let's just do it here for one of those entries. Let's say this one, we did a mistake. We go to menu, edit, delete entry. And here you can see this entry will be reversed. Do you want to reverse the entry? We hit on yes. We will insert a reversal reason. It's just say wrong posting. Hit on continue. Then you can see there's information. So we hit on continue. And that's it. And here you can see a reversal document was created. It's even being displayed here in the text section. So this entry was reversed with a counter sign, so to say. Furthermore, we can select here an entry and then hit over here on receipt. Hit on continue, and here you can see the system printed a receipt for us. Okay, let's go back. Next off, we can also click here on follow on documents. So here you can see the journal entry that was posted for this specific business transaction. And over here, last but not least, we have the editing options. So we can select different start and entry options. For instance, we could say that we do not want the last display period, but we want the display period today. Or here in the entry options, we could even say, for instance, set the posting date and document date to the system date so that we never need to insert it manually again. And afterwards, you can click here on change user master so that the data is saved for your user. Let's go back for now. Some more remarks down here. We can also always delete a line if necessary. It's especially important if we do not want to post this line. Let's say this one over here. We can copy it via this button. And here we have the buttons to select all of our entries or deselect all. So far for the cash journal itself. Now there's even a report for our cash journal, which is just called cash journal like that. You will open it by clicking on this app over here. And then we can insert here our company code, our cash journal, and the date interval. So let's give it here a wide range just for showcase. Like that. We will hit on execute. And then you can see here a report of our cash journal with the different documents that were posted. And we can even click on this one to see more information if needed. From here, we can also go to menu, list, to export this cash journal as a local file if needed. And please be aware that, of course, you have your different operations. So you can expand or collapse views. You can even sort them, filter, or use different summarization techniques if necessary. Okay, this marks the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If so, then please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell. Also make sure to subscribe to my Patreon, where we have a community page and where I post lots of informative blog posts about SAP. The link is in the bio of my channel. Thanks a lot and see you next time.